Hello. More time, more money, more status, better health. These are some of the things that, as a society, we are conditioned to desire. What if I told you that you don't really want these four things? You want how they'll make you feel. You want the sense of fulfillment which you believe they will grant you. My words and everything I do on this channel cannot necessarily help you get more time, money, status, or better health directly. But what they can do is give you that sense of fulfillment, which you already are. To say that I could give you anything from these videos is not really true, but it is true that I can serve as a reflection to remind you that you already are the answer which you seek. The seeking of all these different things and experiences is itself what keeps this sense of fulfillment away from you. To cast out that sense of happiness and peace which you long for into some experience, saying that I need to have X and then I'll be happy, or I need more time to do this thing that I love and then I'll be happy. And ultimately the belief that happiness is an emotion which is extracted somehow from the experiences which you enjoy. Now, this is a pretty popular belief, but it isn't true. Every experience which we enjoy isn't giving you anything. It's just that you're there when you're experiencing it. Whether this is an experience like buying a new car, or spending time with your family, or anything, any passion that you enjoy, any hobby. You know, what you do after work, what you do on your own time when you can. Because at some point you figured out that you feel a little bit better when you're doing that opposed to doing something else. But why you feel better is because you're not going anywhere. You're not seeking anymore. You're not trying to attain this happiness somewhere else. For example, when you gather as a group of friends to hang out, usually you're not thinking of the next time that you're going to gather together, or you're not thinking of what else you need during that moment. You're just there with your friends, and you're enjoying the time that you share together. And then therefore, you might spend more time trying to have experiences like that again. And this is natural. But what I hope to share with you through all of my videos and all of my words is the fact that what you really seek is your own being, which you already are. And you don't have to go anywhere or do anything or achieve anything or do anything at all, really, to be yourself, because you already are yourself. This isn't anything mystical or spiritual to understand. It's just that your own being, your own self, is the answer to all of your desires. I'm not suggesting that you shouldn't go out into the world and act on doing things and doing what you enjoy and spending time with other people and seeking a stable, fulfilling life? Of course not. But what I'm suggesting is that the fulfillment is inherent to you. It isn't something that you have to acquire in the world outside of you. It is you. So why do we enjoy the things that we do enjoy? Why do we enjoy seeking truth, seeking understanding? Or why do we enjoy things that are beautiful? Why do we like a car that is curved opposed to one that is a box? Or why do we enjoy one that is a box and opposed to one that is curved? Depends on what your preferences are and what you perceive as beautiful to you. But why do we enjoy the things that please us? Why do we enjoy moments of love between one another? In any of these examples of truth, love, or beauty, it's really a reflection of your own being, which you see in the world, which you experience, which is what you enjoy so much. It's like, why do we enjoy laughter? Laughter is something which is common across all cultures. No matter what type of personality you have, everyone loves to joke and laugh together. So what is it that we enjoy about a joke? When you enjoy a good joke and you're laughing with your friends, you're there. You're not anywhere else. You're not thinking of the future and thinking of what you need to be happy. But you're happy right there, right now. There's many different words I can use and different examples which I can say to try to remind you of this. But ultimately, you already are. Sometimes I think my content isn't so quality because I don't really have a message. I'm not really talking about anything specifically. I have nothing to sell you, nothing to teach you. I don't really have anything to say either. But I'm here talking. I think about ways to compress this understanding into as few words as possible, in hopes that maybe saying it a certain way can convey this understanding to you. But it's not even an understanding, really. It's just that you are. Your being, and not the distraction from your being. Your being present always is the source of all fulfillment and happiness. Anything which takes you away from this present moment, any story you tell yourself or any desires that you hold on to that you think that you need to fulfill in order to feel peace and happiness, are themselves what stops you from enjoying the peace and happiness that you are. This could sound completely foreign to someone who maybe has never heard of this sort of thing before, or this point of view. But it isn't really a point of view. Like I said, I have no real objective with any of these videos. I have no conditioning which I wish to recondition you with. I have no belief system which I want you to attach to and think of. But I just want you to remember that you are. That's kind of the simplest, cleanest way I know how to say it. I don't even want you to watch my videos, to be honest. I want you to do whatever you want to do in your life, and I want you to be happy. But if you still think that you need something, or you have moments of uncertainty, and these videos help you return to the clarity which you are, the being which you are, then go ahead and watch my videos. But don't trick yourself into thinking that there's anything that I'm giving you. I'm only a reflection of you. Don't ever feel any obligation, despite what people say, to perform in a certain way in the world, or to do a duty to the world, to be of service. I know this might sound kind of whack, right? What's this guy telling you, that you don't have to help the world, or you don't have to do any of that stuff which all the other teachers tell you to do? The only thing you have to do is to be yourself, and that is the greatest service you could ever do to the world. And to know yourself as well. And there are very, very many levels and stages to knowing yourself. You know yourself deeper and deeper as your journey unfolds. The more you know yourself, the more the peace and joy and fulfillment and happiness and all those good words shine through your life, as you, because they are you. So yes, there's nothing you have to do. You may choose to do things, and it's wonderful, but never think that you have to do something in order to be okay. Because you are okay. This whole thing is your dream, and you can choose to do whatever you want in it. And if you ever get lost in that dream, if you ever fall back asleep in that dream that we share, just remember that you are. It's not even a remembering thing, it's just recognizing yourself, your presence, your being. It's nothing that you have to think about. In fact, I would suggest not necessarily learning about all the different ways that cultures can describe the being that you are, all the different labels and stages of awakening and all this sort of thing. Nothing wrong with those things, but if you believe that perhaps the idea of a bodhisattva or a Christ or anything like this is something that you have to do something to achieve or to attain this state of consciousness or anything like that, that belief is the only thing which limits you from recognizing your own being as that. Everyone already is Christ, but they forget. Started this video talking about time, money, status, and health. We seek all these things because we think that when we have all these things, we'll be more happy. And it's really because all these things lead to, depending on your lifestyle, they allow you to be more present and more stable and to recognize yourself more, to be yourself more, to express yourself however you want. But ultimately, they're not the end goal. There really is no end goal in that sense. Once you know yourself, you'll know that everything is just play. And you can express yourself however you like, however you are. You can build whatever you want to, you can create whatever you want to. And not from a sense of needing to create so that you'll be okay and so that you'll have enough money or whatever, or have enough status so people will like you or any of this stuff. But a good way to put it is, when you're hungry for all these things, status, wealth, time, health, the more that you get them, the more you remain hungry because you still don't feel good. what my words are pointing to is for you to remember that you are already full and that you don't have to be hungry in order to be full. And you can still go and continue to eat when you're full, although I wouldn't recommend it. That metaphor kind of breaks. But yes, I mean, you can continue to seek all these desires once you're full, but you won't do it from thinking that you are needing them in order to be full, because you're already fulfilled. You're already anchored in the peace that you are, if that makes sense. Well, I don't remember if I really had much of a topic for this video. It's just transformed into a bit of a stream of consciousness. But basically, you are the answer that you seek, as always. If you ever have any problem, just remember that you are. Return to your own presence, and the solution will be presented to you. Yeah. Don't have much to say. Never really have. Love you very much.